Hello, and welcome all to the 71st part of the series on self exploration. Joining the dots, contemplating, comprehending, and sharing it with you all raw. All that sounds great is the grace of all those who have blessed me and lit my path. And all that sounds not so great is my limitation for sure. The joy of silence, or the silence of joy. Back after a long time, with a gap full of silence, with a gap full of joy. There is nothing more joyful and enriching than silence. And real joy seldom blows trumpets. It prefers to be silent because it is beyond words. No words can really express the extent of real joy. All masters repeatedly underline the strength of silence. What silence imparts, words don't. In fact, with words, we distract the attention of the person opposite us, who will grasp so much more if we stand silent with him. Silent me, silent you is a much stronger communication than talking me, listening you, talking you, listening me, or talking both. It really feels blessed to have experienced both the shores, the joy of silence and the silence of joy, through precious moments of life, in the company of the masters who guide us, subtly groom us through their silence. Just be in their company, just look into their eyes, just feel their aura around us, and they convey more than words could ever convey. With the real master around, the air is often filled with a dense and calm energy. Energy that is full of power, energy that is full of bliss, energy that bathes us with ecstasy, a calm that pacifies us and takes us within. All that we might have planned to ask or tell them before we meet the masters. Yes, I will ask this, I will tell this, I will express this, I will exchange this. We have a lot in our minds before we meet them. But when we meet them and when we sit in front of them, everything seems to be extremely mundane. What to talk this? The silence is so very enriching, is so very enjoyable that every word seems to breach that beautiful silence, and it seems extremely mundane to utter it. Words automatically dissolve in the depths of their enriching silence. Still, when we part, it feels as if all is conveyed both ways. What we have not uttered has reached them, rather more powerfully than what words could have, and what they wanted to explain us, had we uttered what we wanted to utter, has also reached us even more powerfully. That is the power of silence. That is the joy of silence, the beauty of communication without words. In this pool of quiet, whatever little talks that may happen, they are least desperate. They are calm, maybe beginning on a very simple, slow note, slowly unfolding some of the most intricate aspects that may take us to the pinnacle of understanding, bathing in ecstasy. Oh wow! It is the metacognition, understanding of understanding that happens in these words that are put on us, that we are showered with after the deep silence. And that understanding is so very valuable. Each word is valuable because it is the most essential word that is uttered. And that is only the reason that each word of such a master is valued, because they will never utter a word unless required. Drenched in the bliss of their mystical words and the aura of their presence, we return with our bags full and more. There are and there will be no words to explain this joy, to explain this blissful state. One has to experience it. And therefore, we always prefer to remain silent on such experiences. The silence of joy. Is it not the same for all such moments that are so very precious that we can just but remain silent with them? And for the rest of our lives, entering into the cozy arms of these fond memories, the memories that are very close to our heart, the memories that we have gathered in this joy, in this silence, wrapping into a soft blanket and feeling ultimate comfort of these fond memories. In that comfort, forget word, even a whisper or a heavy breath may spoil the texture of that blissful, peaceful silence. The silence of joy. Stay silent and learn to experience this joy, the silence of joy, or the joy of the silence. Decode it for yourself. Thank you for joining me on this discussion. May come back if I feel like breaching my silence for some more such thought explorations. Till then, goodbye